Hello, and welcome back to the English Podcast Classroom. I'm so excited you're here today because we're going to do something really special together. If you're new to our podcast, welcome to the family. And if you're a returning listener, thank you for coming back. It means the world to me. Today's episode is all about building your English confidence through daily practice. We're going to learn 100 essential English sentences that you can use every single day. Now, I know what you might be thinking. 100 sentences? That sounds like a lot. But don't worry, we're going to take this step by step, and by the end of this episode, you'll have a treasure chest of useful phrases that will make your English conversations so much smoother and more natural. Why am I so passionate about daily sentences? Well, let me tell you a little story. When I was learning Spanish, I used to panic every time someone asked me a simple question like, "How was your day?" I knew the words, but I couldn't put them together quickly enough. Sound familiar? That's exactly why we need these ready-to-use sentences in our back pocket. They're like having a Swiss Army knife for conversation. Always useful, always there when you need them. These sentences aren't just random phrases I picked out of thin air. Oh no, these are the real deal. The sentences you'll actually use when you're ordering coffee, chatting with colleagues, shopping for groceries, or making small talk with your neighbors. Think of them as your daily English survival kit. And here's the beautiful thing about learning these sentences. Every single one of them will help you in real-life situations. You won't just sound more fluent, you'll feel more confident too. Because when you know exactly what to say, you can focus on enjoying the conversation instead of worrying about your English. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into these 100 daily sentences that will transform your English speaking. Are you ready? Let's do this. How to use these sentences. Before we jump into our 100 sentences, let me share some powerful techniques that will help you get the most out of this episode. Trust me, how you practice these sentences is just as important as the sentences themselves. First, let's talk about the power of repetition. When I say each sentence, I want you to repeat it out loud. Yes, out loud. I know it might feel a little silly at first, especially if you're listening in a quiet place, but your mouth needs to practice making these sounds. It's like going to the gym. Your English muscles need exercise too. Here's what I recommend. Listen to the sentence, pause the audio, and repeat it 3 times. The first time, focus on getting the pronunciation right. The second time, pay attention to the rhythm and intonation. That's the music of English. And the third time, try to say it with feeling and confidence. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about building that muscle memory. Now, let's talk about shadowing. This is one of my favorite techniques, and it's super effective. Shadowing means trying to speak along with me at the same time, like you're my echo. It helps you match the natural rhythm and flow of English. Don't worry if you can't keep up at first, just do your best. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Here's another golden tip. Use these sentences in your daily life. When you wake up in the morning and you're getting ready, practice the morning routine sentences out loud. When you're cooking dinner, use the kitchen-related phrases. Make it a game. Your brain loves it when learning feels fun and relevant. I also want you to try something I call sentence substitution. Take one of our sentences and change a word or two to fit your situation. For example, if we learn, "I need to buy some bread," you can change it to, "I need to buy some milk," or "I need to buy some fruit." This way, you're not just memorizing, you're actually using the language creatively. And please, 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 be patient with yourself. Some days you'll feel like you're making huge progress, and other days you might feel like you're not improving at all. That's completely normal. Language learning isn't a straight line up, it's more like a spiral staircase. You're always moving forward, even when it doesn't feel like it. One last thing before we start. I want you to listen to this episode more than once. In fact, I recommend listening to it several times over the next few weeks. Each time you listen, you'll notice something new, and the sentences will become more and more natural for you.
Think of it like your favorite song. The more you hear it, the better you know it. And eventually, you're singing along without even thinking about it. All right, are you ready to meet your new 100 daily sentences? Let's start with the beginning of every day, your morning routine sentences. Morning routine sentences. Good morning, sunshine. Let's start our day with some essential morning sentences. These are the phrases you'll use every single day as you start your morning routine.
Good morning. How did you sleep? This is perfect for greeting family members or roommates. Notice how we use how did you sleep, not how was your sleep. This sounds more natural in English. I woke up early today. Or you might say, I woke up late today. We've all been there. The key word here is woke up, not just woke. I need to get ready for work. This is such a common phrase. You can also say, get ready for school or get ready for my meeting. What time is it? Simple but essential. You can also ask, do you know what time it is? I'm running late. We use running late, not going late. It's one of those English expressions that just sounds right. I need to take a shower. In American English, we take a shower. In British English, you might hear have a shower. Both are correct. Where are my keys? The eternal question. You can substitute keys with glasses, wallet, phone, whatever you're always looking for. I need to brush my teeth. Basic, but important. Notice we say brush my teeth, not wash my teeth. What should I wear today? Perfect for those indecisive moments in front of your closet. You can also say, what should I put on? I'll grab some breakfast. Grab is a very casual, natural way to say get or take when it comes to food. These morning sentences will help you start every day with confidence. Practice them as you go through your actual morning routine. It's the perfect time to make them automatic. At work or school sentences. Now, let's move to sentences you'll use throughout your workday or at school. These phrases will help you navigate professional and academic environments with ease. Good morning, everyone. This is a friendly way to greet your colleagues or classmates when you arrive. How was your weekend? Perfect Monday morning small talk. People love talking about their weekends. I have a meeting at 10. Replace 10 with whatever time worked for you. You can also say, I have a meeting this afternoon. Could you help me with this? Such a useful phrase. It's polite and direct. Much better than just saying, help me. I'm working on a project. You can specify, I'm working on a presentation or I'm working on a report. When is the deadline? Essential for managing your time and responsibilities. I need to check my email. We all say this multiple times a day, right? Can we schedule a meeting? Professional and polite. You can also say, can we set up a meeting? I'll get back to you on that. This means I'll give you an answer later. Very professional. I'll let me think about it. Perfect when you need time to consider something. It's polite and buys you some thinking time. That's a great idea. Positive feedback is always appreciated in any workplace or classroom. I don't understand. Could you explain? Never be afraid to ask for clarification. This is a polite way to ask. What time do we finish today? Useful for checking work or class schedules. I'm almost done. This means you're nearly finished with your task. Very handy phrase. See you tomorrow. A friendly way to say goodbye at the end of the day. These work and school sentences will make you sound professional and confident in any academic or business setting. Practice them and watch how smoothly your interactions become. Shopping and daily errands. Let's talk about shopping and running errands, activities we all do regularly. These sentences will make your shopping trips so much easier and more enjoyable. Excuse me, where is the bathroom? Always useful when you're out and about. You can also ask, where are the restrooms? How much does this cost? The classic shopping question. You can also say, how much is this? Or, what's the price? I'm just looking, thanks. Perfect response when a salesperson asks if you need help, but you want to browse alone. Do you have this in a different size? essential for clothing shopping. You can say smaller size, larger size, or specify medium, large, etc. Where can I pay for this? Sometimes it's not obvious where the checkout is, especially in large stores. Do you accept credit cards? Important to know before you get to the checkout. You can also ask about cash or specific payment methods. Can I get a receipt? Always good to have proof of purchase. In some places, they ask if you want one. In others, you need to request it. I'd like to return this. Sometimes things don't work out. This is a polite way to start a return transaction. Is this on sale? Who doesn't love a good deal? You can also ask, is there a discount on this? I need to buy some groceries. A very common phrase. You can replace groceries with food, vegetables, or specific items. Where is the nearest bank? Useful when you need to find financial services. You can substitute bank with ATM, pharmacy, post office, etc. What time do you close? Important so you don't arrive at a closed store. You can also ask, what are your hours? I'm looking for a gift. This often gets you extra help from salespeople who can make recommendations. Can you help me find something? Direct and polite. Sales associates are usually happy to help when you ask nicely. Thank you for your help. Always end your shopping interactions on a positive note. Politeness goes a long way. These shopping sentences will transform your errands from stressful to smooth. Remember, most people in shops are happy to help when you ask politely. Small talk and social situations. Now let's dive into small talk, those casual conversations that happen everywhere. These sentences will help you connect with people and feel more comfortable in social situations. How are you doing today? This is more specific than just how are you and often leads to more interesting answers. Nice weather we're having. Weather is the ultimate safe topic for small talk. Works in elevators, waiting rooms, anywhere. Have you been here before? Great conversation starter in restaurants, events, or new places. What do you do for work? A classic getting to know you question. Be prepared to answer this one about yourself, too. Where are you from? Another classic. Perfect for meeting new people and showing interest in their background. This place is really nice. Positive comment that can start conversations about restaurants, venues, or locations. Have a great day. Such a lovely way to end brief interactions with strangers. Spreads positivity. It was nice meeting you. Perfect for ending conversations with new people. Shows you enjoyed talking with them. What are your plans for the weekend? Great Thursday or Friday conversation starter. People love sharing their weekend plans. That sounds interesting. Perfect response when someone tells you about their hobby, job, or experience.
51. I love your shirt, bag, or hairstyle. Genuine compliments are a wonderful way to start conversations and make people smile. 52. Excuse me, is the seat taken? Polite way to ask if you can sit down in cafes, waiting areas, or public transport. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Honest and polite way to ask someone to repeat their name if you missed it. What kind of music do you like? Music is a great conversation topic that most people enjoy discussing. Do you have any recommendations? Perfect for getting local advice about restaurants, activities, or places to visit. Small talk might seem trivial, but it's actually how we build connections and community. These sentences will help you feel more confident in social situations and maybe even make some new friends along the way. At restaurants and cafes. Food brings people together, and restaurants are perfect places to practice your English. These sentences will help you navigate dining experiences like a pro. Table for two, please. Replace two with however many people are in your group. Simple and clear. Can I see the menu? Sometimes menus aren't automatically provided, especially in casual places. What do you recommend? Servers usually know what's popular and delicious. Don't be afraid to ask. I'll have the chicken, please. Replace chicken with whatever you want to order. Notice how we use I'll have for ordering. Could I get some water? Basic but essential. You can also ask for a glass of water or specify tap water or sparkling water.
Is this spicy? Important question if you're sensitive to heat. You can also ask, how spicy is it? Can I get this to go? American way to say takeaway. You can also say for takeout. The check, please? How to ask for your bill. In British English, you'd say, the bill, please. Is service included? Good to know for tipping purposes, especially when traveling. This is delicious. Everyone loves compliments about their food. Makes servers and chefs happy. Could we get another table? If your table is too small, too noisy, or has other problems. I'm allergic to nuts. Replace nuts with whatever your allergy is. Very important for your safety. What comes with that? Useful for understanding what sides or accompaniments come with your main dish. Can I substitute the fries? Maybe you want salad instead, or rice or vegetables. Most places are flexible. We're ready to order. Clear signal to your server that you've decided what you want. Dining out should be enjoyable, not stressful. These sentences will help you communicate clearly with restaurant staff and focus on enjoying your meal in company. Travel and transportation. Whether you're exploring your own city or traveling to new places, these transportation sentences will get you where you need to go safely and efficiently. How do I get to the airport? Replace airport with any destination. You can also ask, what's the best way to get to? What time does the next train leave? Essential for public transportation. You can substitute train with bus, subway, or ferry. How much is a ticket? Important budget information. You can specify one-way ticket or round-trip ticket. Is this the right platform? Useful in train stations when you want to double-check you're in the right place. Excuse me, is this your stop? Polite way to ask if you can get past someone on public transport. Can you call me a taxi? Useful when asking hotel staff or others for transportation help. How long does it take to get there? Important for planning your time. You might get answers like about 20 minutes or an hour. Is there a direct route? Helpful for avoiding complicated connections or transfers. I think I'm lost. Honest admission that will usually get you helpful directions from locals. Could you show me on the map? Visual learners, this one's for you. Maps make directions much clearer. What time do you close? Important for attractions, museums, shops, anything with operating hours. Is it walking distance? Great question for deciding whether you need transportation or can just walk. Where's the nearest subway station? Replace subway with whatever local transport you need, metro, underground, bus stop, etc. I'd like to book a room. Essential for hotel check-ins. You can specify dates and room type. Do you speak English? Sometimes helpful when traveling internationally, though many people do speak some English. Travel can be one of the most rewarding times to practice your English. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Most people are happy to help travelers. Health and emergencies. Nobody wants to think about health problems or emergencies, but knowing these sentences could be really important someday. Let's hope you never need them, but it's good to be prepared. I don't feel well. Simple way to express that you're not feeling good. You can be more specific with, I feel sick, or I feel dizzy. I need to see a doctor. Direct and clear. In emergencies, you might say, I need to go to the hospital. Where is the nearest pharmacy? Also called a drugstore in American English. Essential for medications and health supplies. I have a headache. Replace headache with whatever symptom you have. Stomach ache, sore throat, fever. Can you help me? Universal request for assistance. In emergencies, people will usually respond quickly. I'm allergic to... Very important medical information, complete with whatever your allergy is. Call an ambulance. Emergency phrase. In the US, you can also say, call 911. Different countries have different emergency numbers. I need my medication. Important if you have prescription drugs you need to take regularly. Is there a hospital nearby? Good to know when you're in unfamiliar places. I hurt my ankle. Replace ankle with whatever body part is injured. Arm, back, knee, etc. These health sentences are serious, but remember, most people want to help in medical situations, so don't hesitate to ask for assistance if you need it. Ending the day. Let's finish our 100 sentences with some phrases for ending your day and connecting with others before bedtime. How was your day? Perfect question for family, friends, or roommates when you see them in the evening. I'm tired. Simple and honest. You can also say, I'm exhausted if you're really tired. What's for dinner? The eternal evening question. You can also offer, what should we have for dinner? Good night. Sleep well. Lovely way to say goodnight to people you care about. Shows you want them to rest well. See you tomorrow. Perfect ending to our list. Optimistic and friendly way to end interactions. Wow, we did it! We just went through 100 essential daily English sentences together. How do you feel? I hope you're feeling excited and maybe a little proud of yourself for sticking with me through all 100 sentences. That's dedication, and dedication is exactly what will make you successful in your English learning journey. Now, I want to talk to you about something really important: consistency. You know what? Learning these 100 sentences today was fantastic, but the real magic happens when you use them every day. Think of these sentences like seeds that you've just planted in your mind. With daily practice, they'll grow into natural, automatic responses. Here's what I want you to do starting tomorrow. Choose 5 sentences from today's list. Just 5. Pick the ones that are most relevant to your daily life. Maybe it's the morning routine sentences if you live with other people, or the shopping sentences if you go to stores frequently, or the work sentences if you have a job where you speak English. Practice those 5 sentences every day for a week. Say them out loud. Use them in real situations. Make them yours. Then, next week, add 5 more sentences. Before you know it, all 100 of these sentences will be rolling off your tongue naturally. And here's something beautiful about language learning. Every sentence you master makes the next one easier. It's like building a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Some days you'll feel like you're making huge progress. Other days you might feel stuck. That's completely normal. Even native speakers have days when they can't find the right words. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep trying. Every time you use one of these sentences, even if your pronunciation isn't perfect, even if you hesitate a little, you're succeeding. You're communicating, you're connecting with people, and you're building your confidence. I want you to celebrate your small wins. Used good morning, how did you sleep with your roommate? That's a victory. Asked, what time do you close at a store? Another victory. Each sentence you use is proof that your English is getting better and better. And please, be patient with yourself. Language learning is not a race. It's a journey, and every person's journey is different. Some people pick up pronunciation quickly, others are great with grammar. Some people are naturally confident speakers, and others are excellent listeners first. All of these paths are perfectly valid. Here at the English Podcast Classroom, we believe that every small step forward is worth celebrating. Whether you're a complete beginner who's proud of saying good morning clearly, or an advanced learner who's working on natural intonation, you're doing great. What an incredible journey we've been on together today. We've traveled from our morning routines all the way through our entire day, learning 100 essential English sentences that will serve you well in countless real-life situations. Let me remind you what we covered. We started with morning routines, moved through work and school environments, explored shopping and errands, practiced small talk and social situations, dined at restaurants and cafes, traveled and used transportation, prepared for health situations, and ended our day with evening phrases. That's a complete day of English conversation right there. These aren't just sentences. They're your toolkit for confident communication. Every single one of them is something you might use today, tomorrow, or next week. They're practical, they're useful, and most importantly, they're going to make your English conversations feel more natural and flowing. Now, here's my challenge for you. Don't let this episode be a one-time experience. Come back to it. Listen again next week and notice how much easier the sentences sound the second time. Listen a third time and practice speaking along with me. Make this episode your English companion for the next month. If you enjoyed today's episode, and I really hope you did, please consider subscribing to the English Podcast Classroom. When you subscribe, you'll never miss our new episodes, and you'll be part of our growing community of English learners from all around the world. We're all in this together, supporting each other and celebrating each other's progress. Also, I'd love to hear from you. If you have specific topics you'd like me to cover in future episodes, or if you have questions about English learning, please reach out. Your feedback helps me create episodes that are truly useful for learners like you. Before we say goodbye today, I want to leave you with this thought. You have everything you need to succeed at English. You have curiosity. That's why you're here listening to this podcast. You have dedication. You stayed with me through all 100 sentences. And now you have practical tools, these daily sentences that will serve you well. The only thing left is practice. And I know you can do that. Start tomorrow. Use one sentence, then use another. Before you know it, you'll be amazed at how naturally English flows from you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today on the English Podcast Classroom. Remember, every conversation starts with a single sentence, and now you have 100 of them ready to go. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, as we learned today, see you tomorrow. And remember, your English journey is just beginning, and it's going to be amazing. Take care and happy learning.